One of my favorite special kits every year is our Halloween kit. And this one I am so in love with. So I think it's the bat glitter dots that really kind of they're so cute. They're so cute. So anyway, I'm super excited to share this with you and show you the Halloween kit that we have this year. I will say normally we do like pre-orders for these, but with the new website, we're doing something a little different. So what we did is we listed these in the subscriber portal, and we give our subscribers, because we love our subscribers, first dibs. So you guys, if you were a subscriber, you were able to add this in your portal, and it will ship with your other subscriptions. So it saves you a little bit on shipping as well as giving you the chance to purchase it before general public. I will say, if we even have any of these available, it will be on the 15th for the general public. Honestly, as it looks right now, I think our subscribers have scooped them all up. Check on the 15th just to make sure. We may have a handful left. But I got to give a big shout out to all of our subscribers, because I think you all scooped them up. I don't think there's going to be any left. Like, when I'm filming this, we have a handful, and we still have about 6 days to go. So I don't anticipate there really being any. But so if you're a subscriber and you wanted this, I'd get it right now. I'd go in your portal and I'd add it right away, because this is going to be gone, and it's super, super, super cute. So it comes in one of our handy little folders. Let me show you all of the goodies in here. Excuse me. And then after, I will show you a little project I created using this stuff in here. So you get a couple of these great little black bulldog clips, and then a roll of washi tape. Let me show you what that looks like. How spooky is that? That is so awesome. I love that. The bats and the castle. That's super cool. And the moon. So you get a roll of the washi tape. I did want to mention the washi tape that was in the journaling kit goes really, really well with this too. Isn't that cool? That's from the journaling kit. Just wanted to mention that because it looks really cool there. Okay, so there's die cuts and cards and a gorgeous stamp set. All right, let's start with the die cuts. The imagery is so fun. The artwork, the imagery is so, so fun in this year. So these are die cuts. These are, if you're not familiar, they are adhesive backed, so super easy to use. You don't have to have any adhesive, but they're fun, like kind of apothecary labels almost. So we have the witch's flying broom, the dragon's blood. We've done some similar to this before. There's the cauldron, the genuine spell, the spider's web. We may have used that one before. That's one of my absolute favorites. The shrunken head, isn't that cute? The pumpkin ale, and another witch's brew, potion number 9. The mermaid tears, isn't that fun? And then the ogre breath, super cute. And then we have a set that is more of like the art. And again, they are adhesive backed. It's a beautiful spider's web. There's another one. That one says crow's feet. The cauldron. Some of the bats. Our spooky little witch. And I love the balloon. Isn't that fun? Makes me think of It, but it's not a red balloon. The jack-o'-lantern. Our big spider. The pumpkin, and these little pumpkins and ghosts are the gourds. Aren't they cute? Ooh, there's another spider, another little ghost, very scary jack-o'-lantern. another little ghost, and then that little skull with the hat. I made, and I'm going to do it this year. I don't know if they made it. They're really hard to store, but I made some ghosts last year out of cheesecloth. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. You take like a soda bottle with a balloon on top and then some wire hanger, and you dip cheesecloth in like Mod Podge or starch. Either way I think will work. And then you lay it over the balloon, and you get the shape of a ghost, and then you pop the balloon once it dries, once it hardens, and you have this just freestanding piece of cheesecloth. And then you just take some felt for the eyes. They turned out super cute. So if they didn't survive, because like I said, they're hard to store without wrecking them, I may have to make some more. But those little guys remind me of that. So just a side note. I love Halloween. I have so much fun with it. So, and then you also get a set of, these guys are delicate, Vellum little ghosts, and you'll need to punch out their little eyes and mouth. So those punch out, but you get the little ghosts, and you get all of the little bats, and they're vellum. So they're delicate, but they're so fun to use and to layer. Love these little guys. And you get a bunch of them too. So you get a bunch of the bats. Aren't they pretty? Well, they're bats. I don't know if they're pretty. And then you get a bunch of the little ghosts. And as I said, you'll need to punch out their little eyes and their mouth. So I can do that just so you can see. But I hope you can see that. Aren't they cute? And these, again, great for layering. Isn't that fun? There's a bunch of different shapes. Little scary ghosts. These little guys. So they're just kind of fun to layer. Just something a little different. So you get a set of those as well. You get some note cards. There's 4 of them here. They're single-sided. There's the jack-o'-lantern, the trick-or-treat, the pumpkins, and then the cute little kitty with the witch outfit. I think that's adorable. And then you get 2 4x6 ones. This one says, ghouls just want to have fun. And then when black cats prowl and pumpkins gleam, may luck be yours on Halloween. I think that's really pretty. Kind of has a vintage vibe to it. All right, and then these. I have to show you these. This is, to me, the best part of the whole kit. I love these. They are our glitter dots, but they are in the shape of little bats. How fun is that? Love those. We've never done that, and I love them. And an amazing stamp set. I love the ghosts. I'm going to show you in a minute. I used some white embossing powder with those. So many fun ways to layer all of these together. Check out the stamping video for this collection for this month, for October, and I show you a bunch of ways on how to layer and use these stamps together. There's so many fun things to do with the stamp set. You get a set of the dark charcoal puffy alphas. You get an envelope, the string tie envelope. Whoops, sorry, I gotta go this way. So lots of fun ideas. I'll show you what I did with that one. A set of rub-ons. Love this artwork. So fun. So you get a sheet of the rub-ons as well. You get this beautiful overlay and the vellum with all of our little bats on it as well. And then you get 6 sheets, and this pattern paper is phenomenal. I love this so much. So that one, which looks almost like an invitation, right? It has the spooky spider web. You get 2 sheets of each one. And then this one, which is so kind of vintage as well, with the raven and the spider web. And look at that. How cool is that? That one is my favorite. That's so cool. And then the double toil and trouble, fire burn, and cauldron bubble. So, and again, so you get you get 6 sheets, 2 of each, and I think the papers, they're almost like dashboards. They're so beautiful. If Halloween can be beautiful, right? I think they're fun. So that is everything that you will get in the Halloween kit. So here's just a couple of ideas real quick. I wanted to show you this. This is like a little layout that I did using our A5 notebook. But you can see how I layered a couple of the stamps on here. I used the ghost stamps on here, and I did white embossing powder. You could use this to hold recipes, lists. You could use this as invitations to a Halloween party, which would be really fun. You could add extra pictures if you're using this in a memory keeping type of situation. But like, here's a little picture. That's one of my favorite things to do is on Halloween, we have a horror movie night and a ton of snacks, and we set it all up downstairs, and it's spooky and it's fun, and I absolutely love it. And I love planning it, so that's why I did this page, so that I could kind of plan it on here. I added our little glitter bat on there, and our little vellum bats. So cute. So I'm excited. I can't wait to make a bunch of cards with this as well. I like to use some of these items like this. I'll get some of what look like the little takeout boxes. I'll use that for when I put out all of our snacks, and I'll attach some of these with little clothespins or with the little bulldog clips, just for fun decoration on the food spread. So many fun ideas. I love the Halloween kit. I hope you were able to snag one. If you haven't yet and you're a subscriber, go check and see if there are any left. I promise you won't be disappointed. So that is a look at the Halloween kit for this year. And yeah, thank you bunch. Have so much fun with this.